Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today is December 3rd. I will be pulling some tarot and oracle messages for today, and I will be using the Inner Child oracle deck just to see what you guys might need to know when it comes to inner child healing, inner child work. It is a little bit windy where I am right now, so I apologize if you guys can hear like the wind howling or whistling in the background. It's really windy outside and it's really cold compared to like yesterday. So I'm gonna jump right into it and get started, like just to see what you guys might need to know. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for December 3rd? What messages do you have for the collective for December 3rd, please? What knowledge do they need at this time? What knowledge and understanding do they need for December 3rd at this time, Spirit? What messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know? Oh. Okay, so the first card that flew out the deck was Judgment. Okay, there's something to do with either self-evaluation within self or you guys going through an awakening for the collective. This is about your soul purpose, right? So some of you guys could be reflecting on what your soul purpose may be, how it will benefit you, how you can move forward with this new information, right? So with the number 20, this talks about divine partnership and duality transcended. Okay, this is about being the mirror, the reflection of source, and the harmonizer. So this is about being a union of opposites. Okay, this could be about different cultures, people, races, things of that matter, and also reflection through relationship. Okay, so there is something about divine timing and emotional acceptance with this card showing up. For some of you guys, this could be also about soul partnerships and peace, higher love. Okay, so there is something about judgment, rebirth, and transformations are very significant. Pluto talks about death and transformations as well. So there is something about renewals when it comes to this new beginning, okay, with judgment. If you want to break it down to two, two talks about balance, harmony, and partnerships, as well as second house. As you may know, second house for some of you guys could be about, for those who do know, it could be about, you guys working on your finances. So even when it comes to finances, this could be like business contracts, partnerships, whatever the case may be. This is confirmation for somebody who is looking for maybe clarity or insight. So judgment is very significant. There is something about receiving some type of financial gain. And crown chakra is I know. So it's almost like you guys know about this financial gain, but you're not seeing it. Okay, so you're not seeing it yet because it hasn't happened yet, right? So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to this judgment? What else can you give the collective when it comes to this judgment at this time, please? Thank you, Spirit. So Page of Swords, okay, this is about maybe someone who's really young. Someone who's young, this is about mental energy, okay? So for some of you guys that resonate with this, Page of Swords is about what you think, how you feel in that sense with the mental, logical. So there is something about communication that's very significant. You might be receiving a financial message. So this could be from somebody who is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or this could be you when it comes to, adaptability, communication, things of that matter. Right? But for some of you guys, there is something to do with curiosity, being curious in this new position that you guys are moving towards, being curious about learning these new things, understanding what they mean, how they move you. And again, this might resonate differently for different people, but there is something about this energy of learning, okay? Being alert, being mentally agile, okay? Inspired as well. So that's where the judgment could be when it comes to that. There's something about maybe your curiosity. Maybe someone is watching over you and they see that you're a very curious person. So for example, if this is on social media, for some of you guys, if social media is prominent in this energy, there's something about someone watching over you and seeing how you work, how you maneuver, how you teach, learn, just how your brain operates could be very significant. Okay, we also have here Queen of Swords. So some of you guys could have transitioned also from Page of Swords energy to Queen of Swords energy. This is about you being curious, okay, communicative, but then also when it comes to independence and honesty, that is where, you know, you show up. Constructive criticism, being objective. So there is something to do with clarity, receiving clarity. That's where the judgment could be, where you guys could have been in this energy of being curious and also trying to understand where you guys are going or where you're moving, okay? Authority, financial independence is very prominent at this time. The number 13, okay, with 11, 11 for like 1111, this is about awakening. So if you were a young person, logically this is about awakenings. You moving into this Queen of Swords energy with the number 13 talks about, you know, transformations, right? About that, guys. Yeah, so something to do with transformations, right? So again, you guys are going through some type of rebirth or some change through a cycle. This could be death and rebirth, okay, of certain patterns, removing yourself from certain patterns, people, places, and things. Okay, so take what resonates with that, but definitely you guys are being guided to communicate more when it comes to your leadership, or you guys are exploring and receiving clarity about leadership. Okay, so take what resonates with that. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What other messages do you have? Thank you. So strength, you are somebody who's very strong. The infinity symbol could be very significant for some of you guys, okay? Lions could also be significant too. But there is something about confidence and having compassion. Self-confidence and inner power is very significant. You guys are stepping into your courage, inner strength, and resilience. So there is something about Leo energy where solar plexus talks about I can. Something to do with you guys stepping into leadership or stepping into your own leadership. This could mean you know, taking leadership in your life. This could also mean you guys taking leadership in a leadership role. But when it comes to being someone who can lead, okay, that is confirmation for some of you guys as well. So take what resonates with that, okay? And it's almost like you guys are strong enough to take leadership. So even if you feel like you may not have credentials to do it, Spirit is saying you have what it takes to lead, right? Just because you don't have a BA or, you know, a bachelor's or a master's or whatever the case may be, those are just titles, right? Sometimes people don't realize that you may have the title, but common sense is also significant too. Being able to, being able to be very quick on your feet is significant for the collective. Being able to think outside the box and also when it comes to problem solving situations is very significant. So we have here Three of Pentacles, okay? Mars and Capricorn, this is about hard work and dedication. Capricorn is about grounding as well. So some of you guys are working when it comes to pooling energy, teamwork, shared goals, okay? Shared inspirations as well from what I'm picking up. Eight of Pentacles talks about your skills, your craftsmanships, right? So again, with the number 8 card, if you're seeing angel number 888, this is about power and abundance. Eighth house talks about death and transformations, right? The strength card. And then with 3, this is about your creativity. So some of you guys, when it comes to your expression and joy, you guys are the creator. You guys are communicating. You guys are artists. You guys are inspirers, okay? 3 also talks about, you know, your peers, okay? This is school or education. So this is about the thinking, the mind, communication, social media too as well, right? Social events, okay, gatherings. Being able to articulate yourself in a specific manner is also, you know, very significant as well. So we also have 8 of Pentacles, okay? Dedication to your partner's needs, progress in, you know, a current job is very significant. You guys stepping into this new job or, you know, planting seeds in this new job could also be significant for some of you guys as well. Okay, so if you guys are entrepreneurs, you know, take what resonates with that. That could be also a sign as well. Yeah, moving on, departure, 6 of Swords, okay? Some of you guys are accepting a lesson, okay? There is something about leaving something behind, but whatever this is about communication, financial stability, okay? Transitions, change, okay? 6s. So When we think about angel number 6, this is about love, family, and nurturing, okay? Some of you guys are leaving a home situation. You guys are moving on from a home situation. You guys are also accepting lessons when it comes to a home situation or an environment. So say you guys live with other people, or say you guys live with family too. That could be confirmation as well. I'm going to get one more card and see what shows up. So that could be confirmation as well when it comes to leaving something behind. Basically, you guys are transitioning into calmer waters. So if you guys are leaving behind a job, a home situation, even friendships, like friend groups and things like that, Spirit is saying you are moving towards calmer waters, okay? Yeah, the High Priestess, intuition, higher power, okay? This is about you, you know, when it comes to your personal needs and wants, you guys are moving forward towards that. So this is about like balance in partnerships, okay? This is about co-creation, okay? So some of you guys, when it comes to like emotional sensitivity and empathy, power of unity and duality, support, trust, teamwork, partnerships, okay? You and someone else is coming together so that you guys can work as a team, as a duo. Whether this is an actual physical person, this could be within self, okay? Coming home to yourself, partnering up with yourself, your highest self, okay? The number 2 talks about finances and income. So you guys are becoming in this energy where you guys are working towards financial stability, whether you see it or not, okay? This also could be like, for example, if it's not entrepreneurship, a 9 to 5. There are certain 9 to 5 jobs that do treat their, you know, their workers, employees, like gold, okay? So obviously don't take everything to heart whenever you hear these messages, because again, it could resonate with you or it may not. Some people have gone through terrible experiences in a working environment, and some people have gone through really great experiences. So moving up or leveling up in a company could be very significant. What I like to do is I like to open up the collective's eyes so that they can see that if you are not happy with a 9 to 5 job, you have the freedom to move on somewhere else. So that means looking for another job, making sure you have your ducks in a row, and then stepping forward into that new beginning. For some of you guys, you may be financially stable enough to leave a job and find another job. But the reason why I say to you guys, look for something first before you leave, is because you don't want to be stranded. Okay, you don't want to leave a job and then say, well, that tarot reader told me to leave. No, we want to be smart about our movements. We want to be smart about what we do and how we do it, right? So yeah, we have the freedom to do what we want, but we also have to have discernment, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we also have competition. So there is something about clashes of ego, competition. You know, Saturn in Leo talks about, you know, discipline and also structure, right? Responsibilities, right? So Leo energy is about taking leadership. Some of you guys could be sensing this energy. Okay, I'm going to get one card for each deck just for clarity, just to see what shows up in the message. Yeah, so some of you guys have been going into deep introspection at this time when it comes to this current energy, okay? When it comes to any inner child messages, let me see what else shows up. Yeah, so there's something about spending more time in nature and letting the beauty of nature refresh your soul. So for some of you guys, if it's winter, it's kind of hard to, you know, be out in nature. I mean, you can do it, but for someone like myself who hates being outside in the cold, it doesn't matter how much I bundle up. I just hate being in the cold, okay? I prefer summer, right? But being in the car as well, just being in your car, driving around, the, you know, your area, your city, that's still part of being a part of nature. You're still outside, you're getting fresh air. You may not be walking and things like that, but baby steps, right? Everybody does certain things differently. We all have to learn what makes us feel comfortable and what we feel good doing, right? So 34 is very significant. Spending time in nature might help, you know, how you're feeling and, you know, what you could be dealing with at this time. Obviously, this might be different for other people. So, of course, if you live in California, then of course you're going to go for walks. Okay, like, why wouldn't you, right? It's a beautiful place. It's warm, it's sunny. It's not like Canada, where Canada's cold and gloomy. The weather is unpredictable, you know, so take what resonates with that. But yeah, if you're in Canada and you're, you know, it's cold, yeah, jump in the car if it's not snowing outside, get some fresh air, go to a Winners or something. I don't know, go outside, be out there, you know, put yourself out there. You don't have to buy anything, but just putting yourself outside, right? So 10-10, right? It's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love, okay? So it says it's time to put it's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. So, Spirit is saying to trust in the process for those who are, I guess, not having faith or believing in the process, which is okay. I mean, it happens to all of us, right? You stop losing faith, but then something might happen, and then it kind of allows you to regain your faith again. So for those who are losing faith, don't lose faith in your growth, your opportunities, or your abundance. Continue to be in that mindset of being positive, okay? So when it comes to romance, obviously take what resonates with this, but romance could be anything. It could be, you know, romantic, or it could be platonic, right? So when it comes to romance, unconditional love, you know, partnerships, connections, things of that matter, that could be significant as well. Take what resonates, okay? But when it comes to like your inner child, right? Maybe some of you guys are connected to plants, okay? Connected to like Mother Nature itself, which is a beautiful thing, okay? Okay, so the first gem, or, you know, charm we have is rocking chairs, okay? Rocking chairs remind me of babies, okay? Maybe like pregnancies. Someone could be pregnant, but I'm not trying to put that on anybody's womb, okay? I'm not trying to manifest that for anybody who's not trying to be pregnant, but those who are trying to be pregnant, hello, congratulations, okay? Rocking chairs are very significant, but also planting something new, okay? When I think of a rocking chair, think of something young, youthful, a baby, fresh, okay? Planting something new could be a project, a new idea, an inspiration, whatever it is, right? Intuition is very significant at this time, okay? Strawberries are very significant too. Some of you guys, when it comes to eating healthy or maybe incorporating more fruits, you guys are eating healthy, okay? We also have here the initials L. Some of you guys may have initials L in your name, first name or last name, okay? And then we also have here clouds, okay? So head in the clouds could be very significant. I don't know why I pick up Pisces energy, but head in the clouds are very significant. Daydreaming also is very significant. Dreams and visions, from what I'm seeing here. Another cloud as well. Okay, this is a pink one. So even when it comes to like unconditional love, some of you guys may have your head in the clouds when it comes to unconditional love. That's not a bad thing. Maybe you guys are just very open when it comes to empathy. Opening up your heart chakra is very significant as well. Okay, and then we also have these flowers. Okay, so we have a pink flower, which again, unconditional love, and also when it comes to a white flower, which reminds me of purity, innocence. So it almost feels like with the plants here and the rocking chair, somebody is growing or planting their seeds or watching their seeds grow, okay? When it comes to this new opportunity, when it comes to this abundance, right? Whatever it is that you guys are watching grow, this could be a project, an inspiration. This could even be kids for those who already have kids, but you know, you guys are watching your kids grow. For some of you guys, this could be twins, okay? Because with the two flowers here, I'm not sure why. So it's giving Gemini energy, especially with the twins, communication, that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, twins could be very significant. Someone could be pregnant with twins. It could be like a girl and a boy, or it could be two girls. But for whatever reason I'm picking up here with the pink and the white, it could be a girl and a boy, okay? And one of them could be very spiritually inclined more than the other one, okay? I'm not sure why I'm picking up that energy, but that's what I'm picking up. For those who do have kids and you guys can see that your kids are very spiritual, okay, or you guys can sense that they're connected to a higher source, okay. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you at this time whenever you see this video. And again, thank you for supporting my page and what I'm trying to build at this moment. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the support. And yeah, hopefully you guys are having a really good day, or you guys enjoy the rest of your day. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. Bye.